Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a hot second since I've sat down and filmed anything, but I finally kind of have the chance to because I got a ring light for Christmas, got a lighted mirror for Christmas, and I just thought this would be the perfect opportunity to film something. I'm bored and we all love a good YouTube video every now and then. Especially in my case because I seem to film maybe once in every blue moon. But anyway, today we're going to be doing a first impressions on the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Now, this has been out for a while, but I just got my hands on it like maybe a week ago or so, and it's still in the packaging, so haven't opened it or anything. But I got the shade Alabaster. Now, the problem with buying foundation at Walmart or CVS or something like that is they don't have testers, so you're kind of a guessing game when it comes to it. So I got this shade. Hopefully it matches. I don't know. I do have a mirror right here, so if you see me over here, it's because there's a mirror. I am looking a little rough. Let me tell you, this baby is kicking my behind. I want her out, but at the same time I'm I want her to stay in for 2 more weeks like she's supposed to, because I need more sleep. I have a 10-month-old and I need more sleep. So we're gonna cover up all of this mess with this foundation, and we're gonna see if it's worth the hype like it was on the internet. So yeah, let's get into it. So to start off, we're gonna prime with the Marc Jacobs Invisible Undercover Perfection Coconut Face Primer. I bought this at Sephora. It was $44 maybe. It was, and still is the most expensive primer I have bought. And it's very hydrating compared to what I usually use. I usually use my Kat Von D foundation. Psst, we are not there yet. I usually use my Kat Von D primer. However, I wanted to try this primer because I like the way it smells. I like the way it feels. It doesn't feel too oily, and it smells really good. It smells like coconut. So okay, so we're just gonna open this bad boy up. Now, I probably should have read. It's a 24-hour foundation, or so it says to be. Now, I have tried to find a few YouTube videos. Oh my gosh, I cannot open this for the life of me. Ugh, there we go. Really? Really? Come on, NYX, you're playing me. So it's a pump. I like that. And we're actually going to be using this brush. It's from Crown Brushes. It's a flat bronzer brush. However, I really like it for my foundation. You guys, I really hope this is my shade. We're just gonna pump some onto the back of our hand. That's probably way too much considering it's supposed to be a full coverage foundation. But we're gonna give it a go. And what are we thinking? So first thing I noticed is, I don't know if it's the brush but I don't know if you can tell, but it's looking a little streaky. You know what? I'm gonna bring out my beauty blender. Don't pay any attention to it. I did not wet it because I don't have the, I am lazy, okay? I will tell you right now, I don't wet my beauty blender. Shame on me. Okay, this is making it look a lot better. I did notice the formula, I don't know if it's the formula or what, was making it look streaky. So we're gonna stick with the beauty blender for this formula. I don't know if it's just my brush or if anyone else who's tried this foundation has had that issue, but it does seem kind of I wouldn't really say watery, but it's definitely okay. I'm kind of seeing, okay, I take a shot for however many times I say okay. But I like it. It still seems like a watery formula, but I don't know if I would classify this as full coverage. I wonder if it oxidizes too. I should have done like a wear test. And yes, I'm not taking off my hat. And I did notice that it dried really quickly on my hand, so I don't know if it's that, but I wonder if it oxidizes. Oh my gosh, I cannot seem to get around my nose ring. But this is the formula. I feel like I should put a little bit more on. And yes, I'm using like the side of the Beauty Blender. And yes, my Beauty Blender is dirty. No, I don't care. You know how many times I wash it? Anytime I wash my brushes, I will wash my Beauty Blender. Okay, so I really do like this formula. It's very nice. I think I got a good shade. Like, they didn't have any of the next shade that would be darker than Alabaster. Because, you know, people like to go into Walmart and mismatch and misplace and move everything. But, so far I like it. This is a hat I got for Christmas, by the way. I'm putting my Christmas gifts to good use. So, I hope that this is a good foundation so I can wear it and add it to my slightly growing, I'm not left-handed by the way, slightly growing foundation collection, because sometimes I get in the mood where I want to collect different foundations. So right now my foundation collection consists of the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation, the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, but who's surprised about that, because that's my holy grail. The Anastasia Stick foundation, Tarte Reinforced with the C, Milani, but I probably got the wrong shade, so I don't use it that often. A very orange Becca foundation, because I found it at TJ Maxx, and it said that it would be light enough for me. However, it's very orange. I look like an Oompa Loompa, so. You know, honestly, I might treat myself to a new Beauty Blender. Got some gift cards for Christmas, so. Okay, so I'm not gonna like set it or anything, but right off the bat, I'm gonna be looking in my mirror, by the way. I did notice that it kind of peels by my nose. I don't know, that might just be me. My nose might just be dry, but it like peels. I don't know if you can tell, but it does sit very nicely and it feels very nicely. It could be the primer. I imagine it would probably feel even nicer if I set it with setting powder and sprayed it with some setting spray. But overall, I'm not mad. It claims it's a 24-hour foundation, so who's really wearing their foundation for 24 hours? Not me. But, you know, if this oxidizes, I'm gonna be a little sad because I really do like this foundation and I'm hoping I can use it more often. I just get really lazy when it comes to it. But I will say I would use a Beauty Blender and not a brush for this foundation, just because it seemed to, when I put the foundation on the brush, it seemed to make it really streaky on my skin, and I don't know if that's just my brush being the typical brush that it is, or if the foundation is meant for a Beauty Blender. Oh, it says to shake and I didn't shake, so that might have been a contributing thing. I don't know. It does have 1.0 fluid ounce, 30 milliliters, which is pretty typically, that's what a foundation would be. It says it's a matte finish, and I'm seeing that it's matte, so I really like this foundation though. So kudos to NYX. I really like it. It says to peel it. I wonder what's underneath it, but it's probably just like the ingredients and all that. I will say this was definitely, I think it was worth the hype. Now, when I get ready to take it off later and my face is orange, we know why. Because it might oxidize, I don't know. But this is it's a yes for me. I really like it and I'm really glad I got it. Alabaster seemed to be the winner. And I've noticed that if you do get a shade that's either too dark, you can always try to lighten it with your concealer. If you get a shade that's too light, use very, very, very generous amounts and see where you can go with that. But yeah, I would say that I really like this foundation, and if you haven't bought it, I highly recommend getting it. If you know your skin tone and your undertones and all that, NYX does have like a thing on their website where you can like find the good shade or whatever. But yeah, I will say I like this foundation. I think it was worth it. And my first impressions is it's a yes for me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will hopefully film another video eventually, because we all know how I like to take my sweet time with that. I really do want to film more. I just have to find the motivation and the energy. So I will see you all in my next video.